Well met.
So, ranking rating changes. Big change. If you are a legend player, if you care about ranks,
A fight! Count
like
me!
Prime by the way. So, if you care about ranks, massive change. We have updated the way rating is calculated based on wins for the run rather than PvP combat results. Reset the ranking back to bronze. The ratings and ranks. So we lose our internal MMR, that's the ratings, and we lose our rank, which is legend. And honestly, only this part matters really. Because even when you're bronze, you are still gaining rating behind the scenes. So to me, can put me at like bronze squared, can put me at like the bronze before the bronze, like 2 bronzes back. I don't care because I am gaining ranks in legend while climbing through bronze, for example. This is my technical page. Good call. Thank you. Let's do that. Let's link this and let's pin this forever. Yes, pin. And this stays forever. Okay, so there you have you. You can follow the patch notes at that link. Go ahead and do that. By the way, this is the link for patch notes every time. You can bookmark this because if you scroll down, you can see like the older patch notes are also here as well down the page. It's all the same page, all the patch notes, so you can just bookmark this website by the way if you want to. Okay, so it's about the ranks. So they've been reset. Number one today, yeah. Apparently, you go on the Bazaar Discord here. You can see in about 4 hours. Control F. No, that's true. But alas, that's life sometimes. It's down in 4 hours, and it's gonna be maintenance for 3 hours. So we'll talk patches and maybe some Darkest Dungeon. We'll see. I promised DD today, but we'll talk. We'll play something, either Bazaar or another game. We'll see what we do. Let's talk about the console patch. So, for anyone who cares, patch in about 4 hours, 3 hours downtime. So in about 7 hours, we can expect new stuff to be in the game. What time? God damn it, Swan. So, ranks reset, ratings are changed. So, for those not in the know, how do the ranks work currently before the patch hit? You verse opponents, you fight against them. Let's say you win you lose day 1, you lose day 2, then you win 10 games. You went 10-2. That's a 12-day win. Why do I have to say 12-day win? Because losing to any opponent in the current system means you lose rating for the game. So you went 10-2. Those 10 wins, the wins, each give you, let's say, MMR, right? So the 10 wins, each of those wins gives you plus 2 points for the game, let's say. And each loss gives you, let's say, minus 8 points each. In the game calculates it. So you got 2 losses, 10 wins. We're giving you 20 points. So 10 times 2 for the wins. And minus like 16 points for the 2 losses, because you lost twice against those opponents. And total is 20 minus 16 is 4. So you get plus 4 points for the game. So each round counts individually. And the points change depending on who you face. Like if you face a higher rank opponent, you gain more if you beat them, you lose less if you lose to them. That's what it works right now. What this means is this. If I go in my game, if I lose 4 days, actually for me right now at a high rank, if I lose 3 days and then I win with 10 wins, I go 10-3, I am losing ranks, I'm losing points for that game. To me, right now, going 10-3 isn't even a win. It's a loss, actually, going 10-3. We have been circumventing this with the concede button. There is, as of now, no penalty for conceding the game to your points. You can just click concede, and the game takes your wins and your losses, and that's the calculation of the match. So let's say you won 3 matches, you go 3-0. The game has it on its napkin on the math. You won 3 games. That's 2 points per win times 3. That's plus 6 points. I concede the game, I get those 6 points, and then exit the game. So the issue here is this: I am climbing faster by going 3-0 into concede than going 10-2. Right? Like, winning 10 and losing 2 is worse than winning 3 and conceding. And also, an additional recent exploit. If you guys don't know this, I'm gonna say it now because it's about to be patched out, I presume. Currently, in this patch, if you at any point exit to main menu or get disconnected, that internal math the game is doing on your MMR, it gets reset. So let's say you queue up a game, you lose day 1. The game says -9 points or -8 points. You go to main menu, the game says tabula rasa, blank slate. No more day 1 loss. It's at 0 now. It's nothing matters. So by using this system in the past of the patch, if you couldn't tell, leaderboard has been quite inflated. So you go here. By the way, I kill on my YouTube. It's here. But anyways, the leaderboard is here. Is this? Currently, we are at very, very high points numbers here. Yeah, so, yeah, basically also that, also since your wins as well. So if you are 7-0 and you get DC'd by the game, you no longer gain points for those 7 wins. This is of the lag, of the disconnect. So there's been some abuse of this this mechanic on the ladder. I have to say that these are still good players, by the way. These are good players up here. I mean, Stars has been playing since a long time ago, but a while on his main. But yeah, these are not natural points. And yeah, indifferent. Sometimes you get disconnected by against your will, and you lose points for wins you should have. But I know Falk is he's a champion here for a while, huh? Regardless, that's an explanation of how the current MMR system works. And this will presumably fix all of these issues. Fixing the concede abuse, fixing the DC abuse. So we've been climbing currently with steroids by abusing the way the system works and adjacent game mechanics. Well, mechanics. And yeah, basically. It's gonna get changed. I don't know the details how this will work in the future. Will we have every 10 wins is equal? Just get 10 wins and you get the same points as everyone else? It depends on who you win against as well. If you win against the player, you get more points. I'm not sure. I'm presuming this is just our current system minus when you lose points. Change the big problems? I don't know. I don't have the forces how this will work. This runs the risk of creating a system where it's very easy to climb as a good player, and the guys on top are just the guys who play the most, basically. Whoever grinds the most gets the top, basically. That's the idea here. That's the risk of this system, this new system. We'll have to see how it plays out. We'll have to see like the values. We'll have to see like any like additional aspects of this. But to me, it's a big change. This is a big change to me personally, as a like player who likes ranking. Some account sharing shit. Oh no, Walter. Why is that? Because to me, until now, if I lost day one, as explained earlier, if I lose three rounds in a game, I am minus points for the game. This will change that. This means that I can only lose time. If I go 10 eventually, I am positive wins. Positive points for the game at least. So losing day one to an unwinnable matchup that they just got like better stuff than me on day one, which is like on day one I have no control of the game basically. On day one it's very hard to control the win on day one. Because they might just have like the nuts and you don't have the nuts, you just lose. And with the current system, it's very punishing for you. And also, because of that, because losing day one is so punishing, because currently, losing day 1 and losing day 13 are equal minus points for the game. So it's very much to lose day 1. So what I have to do is basically, I have to play in a way that I am trying to win day 1 no matter the cost to my long-term game plan. If I get a terrible, like I go XP into shop, I want to be level 2 with a good shop, and the shop is Curio, and Curio is worthless, and I can't ever win day 1 reasonably. I still go to Curio to try to get like any items, any sort of power, try to beat like a paid actor, like a weak opponent sometimes. Because it's terrible if I don't even try, like it's so punishing if I lose that round. You have to try, so you have to spend all your day 1 money on worthless items at Curio to win day 1. And now you are behind like 10 gold, 12 gold, because it's impossible to win day 1, to win the game afterwards. Like to win in a meaningful sense at least. So this changed my gameplay significantly. I can play greedier, I can throw rounds knowingly, I can make myself weaker for advantages later at certain key moments in the game. I can play more strategically now. And that to me is a big difference. And it's a big change mechanically in the game. What are you already getting? I'm just explaining, I'm not justifying it. I'm just talking about it. I'm saying why this is exciting for me. I'm excited about this change. It's a good change in my opinion. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Scan out. So yeah, even if this was the only change, the game would be, oh thanks Kildor as well. If this was the only change, the game would be meaningfully different for me. Like, I would play differently and the game would feel new with just this change, for me personally. Leadership will be done less, I think it will be done more. I think it's better now to do that. It's better now to rush level 2 IMO. Okay, that's about the ranking changes. I know not everyone cares about the rank change, the rank stuff, but I do. So that's our ranking kind of speech done there. All the context explanations. Let's move on from this to the interesting stuff. I mean, this is cool for me. It's boring to talk about. Anyways, general changes. Fixed an issue with RIT, sometimes offering out of order options. If you guys don't know, RIT is the genie of the lamp. You can get the genie lamp from the turtle or the Lord of the Waste. So either a day 7 or a day 10 mob, and his lamp gives you prestige, max HP, or money. And you can get 3 wishes from the lamp, and it shows you those 3 options. And it shows them it used to show them in a different order each time. So it goes like money, prestige, health, and like health, money, prestige. Like it's weird because you try to click the same. You try to click on health like 3 times, and you do like sort them around like a freaking game, like shuffle game. And now it's easier to just like click like, oh, I want health, health, health. Just click the same button. It's easier because you would misclick the buffs on this thing. That's cool. Level up loot rewards now spawn directly on player's board or stash. So this just it's annoying to do, to just click the thing, the insect thing or the feather or something to put in inventory. It's clunky. Like there was some lag to it as well. Like you would click it, have like a delay to when you enter the inventory. Now it just goes right in. Might make the gameplay smoother, hopefully. That makes like flow better. Nice change. I support this. I hate clicking the freaking feather and shit. That was annoying. The genie's tricks for flavor. Okay. These 2 lines. Let's go in order here. Updated the drop rate tables. Updated the drop rate tables. Guys, throughout this situation, we'll come back to this over and over and over again. And remember, these 2 lines, like, look at how much text there is here. Look at how many items are in this patch. Like, there's so much, there's changes, so much changes here. Remember, guys, all of this stuff, all of these changes are going to be together half as important as these 2 lines of text right here. I got to 5 lines, yes. So, this is very understated and very, 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 very important. So change how the game feels. So, updated the drop rate tables. Primary impact is that bronze items phase out sooner and higher tier items start spawning sooner. So, what the fuck does this mean? What does it mean? Well, basically what it says, bronze items go away sooner and higher tier stuff comes in sooner. You can block with bronze stuff, well, that as well, but most importantly, we can find cool late game items earlier. By the way, guys, no Caltrops nerf. So for example, it doesn't matter at all. It matters a bit, but not that much. What does this mean? It means we can find Caltrops earlier. Like, presumably now, silver items start on day 2 with a really low percent drop rate, and gold items start on day 5 with a low percent drop rate, and diamond items start on day 9 with a low percent drop rate. Presumably, let's say gold items appear, let's say, on day 4, so day 5, and with a higher percentage chance. Diamond items appear earlier as well, presumably, like day 8, let's say, for example. Like, I don't know the numbers exactly, they have no numbers on this patch notes, but for example, like in theory, like as an example, like let's say silver items go to 20% drop rate on day 2 and 10%. Like it's like day 3 is now day 2 for the drop rates. Gold items start a day earlier and they grow in percentage faster. Same with diamond items. What does this mean? It means that some previously unplayable items are now ridiculous. Like, yeah, Mamasaur, for example. Like, dinosaurs, if you get a Mamasaur very, very early, it's really, really good item, actually. Like, an early Mamasaur is insanely powerful. Same stuff with, like, with Fort, Giant Ice Club. These are good items. These are good items you never see and never lose to, because they are built around items. They are synergy items. They are items that require setup and stuff to go like with them. but because they show up too late, they are unplayable because you can never find them consistently. They are there too late to be useful. But now, you find them earlier. You find the Ice Club earlier. You can just by putting like a 1000 damage item on the 4 on your board, like with no synergy with it, like it's fine. And yeah, to make these builds much more real. Silver items are now real, build around considerations like so I don't know, Bellista, let's say, if it was still powerful, like you'll find metronome more often, you'll find a bunch of these silver items more often, like caltrops earlier, crook presumably easier and earlier to find, pig's gym, let's say, I don't know, all these like silver and gold items are like build arounds are now way more real, way more meaningful, because finding them earlier in the game gives you that option to go build around them, commit that build, that playstyle, and actually use these items. Because currently, all the best builds, all the good builds, revolve around items which start at bronze or at most silver rarity. Like, you can't make a build out of gold and diamond tier setting items. These items, gold and diamond items, are items that currently you exclusively add to your build after it's done. Like, it's like an add-on at the end. Like, you have your weights comp, you add the tens after the comp is done, like at the end of it, you know? But now you can do this differently. You actually build around perhaps gold items or silver items more consistently. It's also make your bronze item based build less consistent, because now the pool of items gets diluted and polluted by these rarity items earlier in the game. And this change is extremely meaningful, and it's actually probably the biggest change of the patch. That's like, it's gonna be make the most difference on the patch. Like, all it's like, oh my god, whatever items, whatever changes, numbers, doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it matters a lot actually. But this is like half the story basically right here already. Hi Solas. Gonna be insane. We'll see. Next, many items have had their scaling updated. This is a red flag. The devs love doing this. I've seen enough patches of this to know that whatever you think will happen with the items, this can throw a wrench in that. Like, oh, this got buffed, this got nerfed. Yay. That's good, that's bad. Like you think and discern like what will be good from these changes, but you can't because this is text here. That's like many items. Who knows which items? And who knows how it's getting changed? We don't know. That's not mentioned in the patch notes. Like this is different from these text changes. It's just them saying, we just like changed a bunch of stuff. Enjoy. And you don't know what they changed. Like, they might have like half the damage, double the damage, shield, whatever. Like, there is some changes in here, but yeah, like maybe railgun. Like, for example, railgun. Yeah, railgun isn't mentioned in these changes at all. Like, there's no railgun in these patch notes. But this might mean like, oh, we just made railgun's damage like half. Like, who knows? You use Vivaldi. This is the Vivaldi browser. It's very good. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, so this is like a red flag. This prevents me from making any definitive predictions of the patch. This line right here. Yeah, like last time they said this, they were cutting the numbers by like a million. Like this is scary. This text, it's scary. So red flag. Remember this. don't trust your eyes. Don't trust your senses. This is a mirage, Fata Morgana. This line is the red flag. Okay, that's true. That's discussed. So, loot tables and secret like special surprise dev cocktail. Purple Forest, Molotov. Better than Chrome. This is. It's based on Chromium as well. It's fine. It eats less RAM. And RAM is important if you are playing a fucking memory leak fiesta like the Bazaar. Anyways. In general, bronze tier numbers have been improved. And the overall scheme in tiers has been flattened somewhat. So this means there is less of a power gap between bronze and diamond items. Not too much to me. Like, you would honestly, in practice, you would rarely up your stuff to diamond for numbers reasons, right? Like, when do you up your like rifle to diamond for damage? Very, very rarely. When you up your armadillo to diamond for numbers, like, you rarely up your stuff just for the numbers. Generally speaking, like to diamond. You up your stuff like from bronze to silver for the numbers, or to gold for the numbers, but never to like really to diamond, for example. So it's like cool. It just means that this change won't randomly give you very high damage or very high shielding healing items randomly at too early in the game, because items have their functionality still, they will have what they do, but the numbers are a bit lower now. Yes, I mean, honestly, fine by me, fairly like minor change. We care mostly about the text on items, not the numbers themselves necessarily. Well, numbers do matter in some cases, but not in this case. No fake. So this is good, honestly. Having stronger bronze items. Oh, also, okay, another big change. So guys, in these lines of text is like more than half the patch in terms of like how the game actually feels. So, for those who don't know, fixed an issue where some level up rewards provide XP like they were regularly encounter. Right now, in this patch, when you level up from level 1 to level 2, you get a skill vendor, you get Pip. Yeah, basically what the message says in the chat. Get Pip as your level up reward. Go to Pip, get your skill. When you exit Pip's shop, Pip's window, you get 1 experience. Because that Pip in the level up counted as a node, as an hour. So you go 7 XP, 8 XP, level 2, 0 XP. Pip, get skill, level 2 with 1 experience. So basically, we were getting an extra 1 experience per level up for free. So you essentially had like a 7 XP bar and an 8 XP bar. We were getting free XP for every level up, basically. Well, some options wouldn't give you XP, like for example, if there was an upgrade and the skill side by side, the upgrade would give you no XP, but the skill would. If you got like, if you're playing pig and it's like, you get the option of like random item, loot item plus gold, or 10% max HP. The chest options, the item and the loot item, gave you an extra XP, but the 10% health option would not give you the extra XP. So actually, Pygmalion was getting super scammed by this change right here, like by this bug, because he loved his like off-level rewards. He's like, get me 5 tokens, get me 10% max HP, get me like income and stuff. He was getting super scammed by this. like giga scammers. It was hurting him a lot actually, because he'd be like behind on levels every time. With crypto, yeah, I think the crypto bug is still like in. There's no mention of this in the patch notes, I don't think, of the crypto bug. I presume they just buffed crypto at some point and forgot to change the tooltip of crypto. Like, I think crypto just got changed to like 1 to 6. Like, they made numbers bigger basically. Like, they made like go from like 1 to 4 to like 1 to 5, or like crypto is fine. No one know crypto. Crypto is okay, I think, in my opinion. It was a good change to crypto, by the way. The buff on that. Do need some economy. Anyways, yeah. So now we can click. This is a buff. This disproportionately benefits this bug fix benefits comps that have key items they want to upgrade with the level up rewards. Why? Because of what I said before, that if you had level up or skill gave you 1 XP, level up does not. So now that's no longer the case. They're both the same value. Click the upgrade with no punishment, no XP loss. Buff to pig. You can click your good pig special class options with no punishment for doing that as well. It's a buff to, like, I don't know, friends dually. Same thing. You get extra the good options of the money for free. No XP loss. And that's a big deal. And also, now, the whole leveling curve has been flattened. Now, being level 5 on day 3 is off the table. And being level 3 on day 2 is a bit harder for people. Just a bit harder. So, big deal. You can't get your diamond skill on day 9 anymore. You can't get your upgrade on day 9 anymore, presumably. Like, grind ranks, I'm very ready. This is a big change, functionally, for the game. Like, yet again, it's like, oh, we fixed a bug. This is a massive bug. And massive functionality change for how the game works and feels and actually plays out. Like, levels are now way slower. We are getting rewards way less fast. Yeah, like no level 10 on day 7, yeah, precisely. Like, we're now pushing the enchant 1 day further into the game. That's another aspect that's been pushed back. Like, massive stuff. Like, getting your 14 on day 10 will be a challenge. Like, getting your diamond enchant on day 10 is a big deal now. That's hard to do. We're getting them on day 9 sometimes. Now getting them on day 10 is difficult. That's a big change to the game, how the game functions. Like, you'll see way less knife tricks, way less like diamond skills in your games. I think so follow, by the way. Pakistan RQS. So, another big change here. What is a merchant? Enchantment altar level ups now offer 1 enchantment altar and the artist. So 3 enchantment altars. So at levels 10 and at level 19, you got an enchant level up reward. And you would get 3 random options. You would pick one of them. Now you get 1 random option you can see like haste or poison or burn or whatever, plus the artist. And the artist is the event that says enchant an item with a random enchantment. And that's a bit weird. So, notably, the artist will accept any item with a valid enchant, but will only offer that item an enchant it can have. Some items, actually many items, only have 2 possible enchants, which are deadly and shiny. For example, swashbuckle. If you enchant a swashbuckle, it's always the effect of it, it always will be double the crit chance offered. Again, look it on Bazaar, I guess. Quick. Look. I'm gonna put like swashbuckle here. This item, only 2 enchants. Basically. This is better, I guess. Anyways, so you can finesse the artist to give you an enchant you always want. You have this set of items like whatever, for example. And there's some items that just have very good enchants. No matter what they are, basically. Like, these are all good, basically. These all do good stuff for the team, essentially. All of these. You can abuse them somehow. Like, you find, like, any poison stuff, it's just crit. Any burn item, slow is good, freeze is good, haste is good. Good effects. And notably, the artist can give out shiny. It can give out shiny. So, we will see a lot more shiny out there. Well, shiny is just multicast enchant. It just gives double the effect of the item. It's multicast. So, yeah. Prepare to see shiny out there a lot. More freeze. I'm not sure. Maybe actually. Less freeze? Not sure. I presume the artist has equal odds for every enchant. So, the freeze enchant currently, at the window actually, the one that you just choose to click it, it's a hierarchy event than the other ones are, so it shows up less often compared to other ones. But it might show up more often in the artist's like roulette window, so I don't know, maybe it's gonna be more icy than less icy. We'll see. Regardless, weird change. Weird and interesting. We'll see how we feel about this once we play. It's a weird one. We'll have to gamble a lot with this. Anyways, interesting. Arrow, inaptitude, sure. Ported click. Crane can't overflow anymore, which is cool. That's fun. So you don't know if you could like. Crane is based on percent scaling, and you could get your crane to just get really big number and overflow and just go to 0, and it doesn't work anymore. It's fixed now. Most freeze effects now target items of equal or smaller size. This applies to most freeze items, I presume, not like skills, I think. Presume skills work the same as they did before. Cool. Decent change. Freeze is quite oppressive, honestly, as a mechanic. In theory, maybe. Armor buff? In theory, we'll see. That sounds like a big change to do, like, for all the icy entrants that get smaller items. Maybe a good icy nerf, if that was the case. Implementation of enchantments. For example, most toxic/fiery now maps to the item's base output. I don't think this means that every item is a flamethrower, but this might mean like item deals 100 damage and 50 burn, 120 damage, 60 burn. Like, for example, like let's say half the burn of the damage it deals, for example. I would presume. Like, maps 2 doesn't mean the same as the damage it deals, basically. That would be insane, I think. Its main stat, yeah. This is an ongoing process. Fun. So, that's, honestly, this is the most important of the patch, honestly. This is like the main menu here. This is like 3/4 of the meaningful changes of the entire patch right there. So let's go to the actual nitty-gritty then. This will be fast. So, Arbalest is fucking juiced up. 10%. Oh, interesting. It's not bad. 10% is, yeah, 100% insane. 10% is fine. So, it's been juiced the freak up. Goes to 60 at silver, 80, 100. Yeah, honestly, actually, yeah, automation, I agree. This item was actually, like, decent already. Like, if you actually had the sword, like, you had like, some ammo and, like, the haste for it. So decent already, actually. And now, you find silver items earlier and more often. And this is, like, this is stronger than the old gold arbalest. This is, like, a real build now. Like, watch out for this item. Yeah, like, Ballista, yeah, Ballista basically, yeah, like, we're playing Ballista again. Like, watch out, folk. Like, this is, like, actually, these are bigger Ballista numbers, actually. Like, this scares what Ballista does. What charge, I guess, but, like, yeah, like, this is scary stuff. Watch out for this item. Beach Ball gained the toy type and can also haste toys. Fun. No major thoughts here. We'll see how this applies in practice. Barrel. So, 3 main changes. This economy, yeah. I mean, there'll be more. So, barrel. Cooldown. +1 second. Base shield, I don't give a fuck. When you use an adjacent, not per item, so adjacent items only, not the whole board, adjacent only. This item gains 10, 15, 25 shield for the fight, which is notably more than the previous numbers, by the way. So, stronger. On day 1, perhaps. Basically, barrel turned into Brick Buddy. This is Brick Buddy. This right here is Brick Buddy. So, yeah. Brick Buddy is quite strong. On day 1, I think it's quite disgusting. But by day 2, it's manageable, I would say. By day 2. This is a big change. This right here. Because currently, on 4 seconds, on day 1, so remember guys, this change matters a lot on day 1. Because with 4 seconds of cooldown, this casted like 8 times before fatigue, like in fatigue basically, on day 1. Without this, like with 5, it goes like 6, maybe 7 times. Like, a lot less. Like, it used to go like, it's like 8 or 9 to 6 or 7. Which is a big change to this, the gas per second on day 1. But yeah, it's easier to make work on day 1, honestly, the barrel. Which honestly, we'll lose to this, it's gonna be annoying, but whatever. It's an item. It's a strong Vanessa starter, basically. It's like Blastos, essentially. But it will fall off in the mid-game. A lot harder than before. Like, this, in my opinion, can no longer, like, stonewall you on day 2 and 3 and 4. Like, maybe day 2, but certainly not day 3 and 4. Like, day 3 and 4 is now off limits. Like, this used to farm you on, like, day 5 or some shit. Like a silver barrel. Was farming you on day 5. Not anymore. Honestly, good direction. Ballista, sure, it's stronger at gold. Still bad, I think, even though find it easier. Remember, guys, all these weird gold items and silver items are now getting a stealth buff from this text right here. So, we're like, oh, this won't matter, this change. Well, it wouldn't. That was the only thing that happened. But it's easier to find as well, so that's a big deal. Although Ballista is pretty bad, honestly, just in the abstract. Bayonet, stronger at bronze, weaker at diamond. Bolas, huge change. Bolas have had their damage reverted to the old bolas. Back in my day, Vanessa weapons used to deal damage. So, deal 40 damage at bronze. Actual, real, tangible, meaningful damage numbers. It's like over 8 seconds, a quarter of a day 2 health bar. These are, is that you? Yes. These are tangible numbers. 60 damage bolas, silver. This is a real starting item now. You can pick silver bolas and kill someone with them. Like, cannon, 60 damage. Still better than before, but still, 60 damage. Real damage values. You can kill people with these. Like, get a cannon, get a burn skill, kill people on day 1 with this. Like, it's actually real damage. Cannon is buffed, sure. Like, happens with is the bug, whatever. Conceal dagger, don't care. Coral, don't care. Skin is the same. Armor, don't care. It's still bad, I would say. Cutlass, bit more damage. Honestly, fine. Very slight buff to single weapon types. You can play Cutlass on a real, like a wide board as well, but it's not great. Well, whatever. This guy's the type. Double barrel. Huge change. +5 at bronze. +10 at silver. It's insane. Insane stuff for double barrel right here. Look at this. 50 damage on a silver DB. Silver double barrel start. +20 damage. That's 70 damage per swing. You are dealing 280 damage in 6 seconds on day 1 with the nuts opener now. And that would kill a guy who's like AFK, who's just like a level 1, or can nearly solo a guy who is level 2. This is a big deal. And this means we are now officially in the baby raging about Pygmalion arc. We get to Pygmalion, we are baby raging. We are mad, we're upset because Pygmalion has high max HP and healing. So we are baby raging. But now we are the dually killers. Vanessa can one-tap dualies. Murder. We are ready with our guns. Just keep it. Grenade. Freaking 100 damage at silver. Prepare to face silver grenade day 1 with like reload or some shit, like 2 ammo or some shit, and it hits you and it 1 in 4 crits you for 200 damage at second 4. These are real numbers. That's like double the damage on this. Went from 60 to 100. Like, this grenade is like the best item in the game now. Just like murders you. Get 1 ammo on this, and this carries you like the first 4 days or so, like first 5 days or some shit. Like, insane item. Real numbers. 50 damage bronze nade. Like, your bronze nade is the old silver nade. Just like, and these are easy finds. You see Colt is now like the best day 2 vendor I've ever seen in my life, actually. Like, or day 1 vendor as well. Like, you see Colt, hello Colt, welcome my shop. Go to Colt, buy your bolas, your nade, your whatever. Then you see Isla, upgrade grenade, upgrade bolas, upgrade double barrel. And you have like damage, get strength, get +20, murder, kill. Yes, actual aggro items, actual aggro meta, actual tools to kill people with. Yes. Thank the Lord. So we are headed, hopefully, towards Vanessa Murder Town, where she kills everyone with weapons. and I will be doing the murdering. That's the goal here. Flagship. Another huge change here. First of all, silver items show up earlier and more consistently. So, 50 base damage for silver flagship. This is absurd. If you find the flagship on day 2 or day 3, and you can actually like win the round by buying this, it does so much damage. Like, you add multicast to this, and it's ridiculous. Like, insane item. Like, this is a strong item. This has so many good synergy as well. Like, you find like any vehicle-based skill. Like, you find, so for example, you go to the mechanic guy, the car conductor guy, that mob, like day 6 or 7. You can get the skill that says your vehicles deal 30% more damage. You can get like at 5, you can get the skill that says, what is a vehicle? Give 10 crit to the whole board. Like, this is a strong item. Flagship, like, and now there's a reason to play this over Cutlass. Because this, like, has a good effect. Like, it's fast, it has good effects, it's smaller, but it has no base damage. And currently, the main issue with Vanessa's single weapon comps is, and has been, the base damage. That your weapons in the early mid game have fuck all base damage and can't kill anyone in time, do anything meaningful. But this changes that. Like, this has real base damage. You can make like a 200 something ish damage flagship off the bat, like no skills with nothing. It's like a real item now. So flagship comp is back. Although Oceanic is a bit scuffed, but it's fine, like it's okay. Yeah, like you would take a freaking figurehead on both the base. Yeah, like it's ridiculous. Like, but this comes pre figureheaded, right? Like on silver and gold. Like it comes with a free buff. Like it's ridiculous, insane. So good actually. It's a real item now. So for this, grappling hook, bronze doesn't matter. Grenade, hand axe. Wait, that's a real change actually. 6, 9, 12, 15. This just gained hand axe. Just gained plus 3 damage at every tier. It's a huge deal. Like, this is not a useless item. Hand axe, like, even a silver disc, like it's real. It's actually a good item. It's on your board now. Hand axe. So another weapon Vanessa buff. Honing steel. You see this last night. Gains 8, 12, 16, 20. So it's bigger, especially at bronze and silver. Good change. I like that. It's basically the same at the gold and diamond. It's fine. Another flagship buff, by the way. You see a honing steel, you buy it, and you have like, this is like flagship at the back. Like you are let's say you are buying your, like, you are at Andy, so you are buying your weapons for your aggro comp. You buy like a honing steel for 2 gold, just very cheap, and a silencer for 2 gold as well. You are paying 4 gold, and you basically have like half the package to play flagship from there. Like you can go into flagship as a pivot with just a very small like investment. And this is a lot of damage. Like on a flagship, it's huge. And honestly, just in the damage comp, just the weapons comp, like with just DB and shit, like it's not terrible. Honing steel. So the aggro buff, ice pick. I don't give a fuck. When you freeze, I mean, it's buffed, I guess. Sure, enjoy. Javelin. This these are big numbers. 120. It's not terrible, honestly, but I mean, on one hand, 120 on 4 seconds, yeah, is not bad, but at the same time, it's being power crept by the other stuff, like DB is better, Nade is better, balls are better, like all the other stuff is better now, so it's like, well, yeah, but also, And by the way, guys, stealth buff, okay, like we are looking at all of these items, right, and we're forgetting the other items, like last patch, because all of this stuff, all of these items were useless, they were terrible, like no damage. Because of that, last patch, when they changed Ramrod, when they did this, we weren't playing Ramrod because the Amos was useless. But now, if again, silver items, earlier, more consistent. And now, the actual ammo weapons that do damage are pretty fucking good. So, Ramrod became just now like insane. Like this plus Nade is like donuts. Yeah, like this is an insane level for ammo stuff. Like, yeah, like almost like it's like insane with ammo stuff. And now, like it's like closeness for ammo stuff. Was that your team playing? I believe so. It's Holland music. So this is your reload for your grenade, for your balls, for a double barrel. So also just crit chance. It's a really good item, a Ramrod. So yeah, this became like very real. Another thing there basically. Okay, next. Katana. Don't care. Whatever. It's the same basically. Sure. Whatever. Langshan. They changed the base damage and now it scales differently. So it will have less base damage at silver and up, but now scales harder at every tier except diamond, which is mostly a buff, honestly. Silk Song Waiter Sage, thanks for the follow. Oh no, I'm sorry. So it scales much better at bronze. It scales slightly better at diamond, at silver. The issue here is, I play Kyver's Langshan now? I don't think you would. Maybe? I'm not convinced about that. The issue I have with this is this. Let's say my starting item is Langshan, right? Yeah, well, yeah, you have the long jump at the patch notes, yeah. You get your silver Langshan at the game, kill the mob. Your Langshan on day 1 still has only 100 damage. And I'm sorry to say, but 100 damage Langshan? I don't know, man. Well, that's a Joms. Wait, what the hell? JPH Joms? Oh. Joseph, you are in the chat. Big. Anyways. I'm in the Umineko gang, by the way. Anyways, so. The issue is, it's still up on day 1. And yeah, now you lose less ranks for losing day 1, but you just bought an item that cares about winning day 1. Like, it makes you care about the day 1 regardless. So I don't see it. You have to face a paid actor on day 1 when it's useful. Basically, like, it's not the play. Yeah, it scales well in the late game, but I don't. The nail biting to play, it ain't it. Hitomineko? Why is it better than Persona 3? I don't know, man. P3 has weird writing. It's kind of boring. Neko is interesting. Anyways, Ocean Eyes are dead. I guess either way, like, basically the gist of this is that we'll see a lot more Langshan on the ladder, and yeah, I don't support this. If you lose day one, this on your board, it's like not great. Because then you have like a 160 Langshan on day two, and you don't even two-shot someone, this alone, in 20 seconds. Meanwhile, the enemy Vanessa has freaking barrel on board, fucking brick buddy, and they have like freaking they have this on board, like just 200 DB. They deal 200 in 6 seconds instead. Like they have this stuff, you have fucking Langshan, that's not a place, I don't think it's real Langshan, like it looks terrible to me still. So yeah, bait. Nesting doll, cool. Petrock in a toy type, cool. Actually, big change. This gets buffed a lot. This basically just gained, this now gives 5 more crit at every level basically. And this item was kinda fine already. But now it's like, wait, 10%, 15%, 20%, like these are like real numbers, you know, like. Honestly, a bronze Petrock is like real okay, right? Like, yeah, like you just play like your grenade, your Petrock, your weapons, like it's you're killing them with this. Piranha, little big change here actually. From the damage scaling, it's fine. Base crit chance, 20%. Maybe rocks. It's actually a fucking rock, yes. Be so happy. I don't think he is. He's not very happy at all actually. Took me last night. Yeah, so this is kinda real. If you ever find a way to scale your base damage, actually not bad. All the creep rage, yes. Like 50%, yeah. So this presumably still has its effect, that's the cutlass effect. It deals double crit damage, so is viable? No. I think that if you find like, if you have strength, for example, you can run like Piranha with Petrock, right? Like it's a bronze item as well. You can get like 10 more crit. Like this can have like a 1 in 3 chance to deal triple damage each swing. Like that's starting to be a real item, you know, like ignore the base damage. A friend? No, it's not. Piranhas are not friends. Never have been in the closed beta. They have been friends apparently in the past, like before closed beta, but no, they aren't friends. Yeah, so they're together, these two. And that's a real package. Honestly, these numbers make me think probably not, but if you find like Og weaponry or like a good scaling skill for this, it's kinda decent. Like this combo on a weapons board, like not as your main plan, but as a like side thing. Anyways, pistol sword, same stuff. It just is bigger at gold, I guess. Sure, why not? Puffer. Yet again, small text, lots of change. Cooldown 8. Honestly, in my head, this item was borderline already, like was kind of bad. Now it's at 8, it's unplayable, I would say. Pufferfish looks terrible to me. And just to confirm, this was nerfed. Shell starts at gold now, so yeah, no, it's terrible, it's bad. Looks unplayable. Like, I don't think it's the play. Like, RIP, yeah. So, that build is dead. We are mostly playing weapons and flagship. So yeah, also nerf to this basically, the barrel. Like, yeah, it's kinda better now, but there's no more comp to go into from here. Like, yeah, I'll take a battle to win day 1 and 2, maybe, but like, I'm not building towards like you know, an aquatic comp with this. I'm taking this to be put into like weapons later, for example, like a flagship, for example. Which is kind of weird, right? Like, that's basically I have no future essentially this item now with the battle, even a stat item. Like, the buffer is dead, so. Anyways, where were we? Revolver, less damage later, more damage early. Good item. Decent. Pretty fast, has some crit. It's a good buff target basically. Also, it's an ammo item, so this gets crit from Ramrod as well, which is meaningful. Yeah, rifle, don't care. Rowboat. Not. It's an interesting change actually. Rowboat. Cooldown 8 seconds. It's a medium item, by the way. Cooldown 8 seconds. Charge adjacent items 1, 2, or 3 seconds. Starts at silver now. It's supposed to gold. If you have 5 or more unique types, reduce this item's cooldown by 50%. And I wonder if this counts stuff in your stash as well as the board. I would presume not. It is vehicle, I would say, yeah. So it's aquatic and vehicle, I would say, the robot. No, it's a vehicle at least. So yeah, like, not broken. Yeah, it's yeah, like this. Like, we might not play this every game, but you will face this on the ladder sometimes, and it will murder you. Like, 1 in 100 games, you'll queue into this, like diamond. It'll be like some insane combo stuff. Yeah, it's automatic too. Like, honestly, maybe in a flagship comp, right? Like, you cut Crow's Nest, you fit more types, and you go charge a flagship, right? Maybe, potentially. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. It's like a battery, yeah, basically, but I don't know, it's interesting. It's like a windmill, kind of. It kind of is, yeah, but charges a lot. It's gold, I don't know. No idea. Anyways. Seaweed, I don't care. Skin is the same. Sextant Enchants, sure, don't care. Claws does more damage in meaningful numbers, sure, okay. This is good, this is buff. These were fine already, actually. We can still play Shark Claws if you need to. Okay, guys, like there are combos there to be done. Vanessa back? Yes. Vanessa is very back. Mostly bad. Make it work, trust me. Like, it's not that crazy, but it's pretty good, man. Like, charging stuff is meaningful to do. Like, you haste this. Like, you hit this. Scroll, by the way. You hit this text, and you haste this, and it's like, extra key. Well, someone wants to. Please don't back in my chat though. Meh. Going down. Downtime is in 3 hours. So, next. Buff here, Shark Ray. Cooldown 6 from 7. Deal 30. So, the old gold Shark Ray is the new silver Shark Ray. Is it a new patch? Maybe. We'll see. I mean, not today, maybe, but tomorrow for sure, but maybe not today. We'll see however. Yeah, this. It's a real item now. Like, yeah, like 6. That's meaningful. Still bad? We'll see. Like, having a gold item at silver is very real. Like, early game, like, trust you me, you will lose to like day 3 silver beach ball, silver shark ray. Like, that combo, like silver beach ball, silver shark, like, or even like jellyfish, pearl plus stuff with shark ray, like that's real and scary. And honestly, they buffed this and they buffed this. So like, there's now 2 items that are like scale damage based on haste. So honestly, maybe like you take the barrel for the early game, take this, and you go like get a jelly, a beach ball, and a pearl. At your haste engine either, like you don't fuck pufferfish, but take like jelly, beach ball, pearl, and some aquatic stuff, and you have like engine for this or for shark ray. You have, this is a redundancy basically for the build, right? You have 2 payoffs. So be a real thing, right? These items, like, trust me guys, when you have this enough, it's gonna be like decent. It's close to being playable actually. This plus silver items showing up more often earlier. It's way more findable now, this stuff, like these items at silver. Yeah. Shovel, don't care about shovel's damage, whatever. Shoe blade is now an apparel. 20, 40, 60, 80. Honestly, huge warrior buff, huh? Wait. Does warrior... Okay, I'm gonna be real. This entire patch, I fought warrior, I think, 1 time, by the way. Like... This is well, okay, yeah. They buffed him, dude. Huge warrior buffs. Beware the warrior, dude. It's scary, by the way. Yeah. Beware warrior. So yeah, huge warrior buff. I don't know if I'm recommending playing this on your board though. Looks weird to me. Has high, not terrible honestly. It's okay-ish, but meh. Like meh. Seems meh to me, but it's better now at least. They just removed 10 damage from the silencer. Sure, who cares? I mean, wah, minus 10 damage on 1 silencer ability. Sure, whatever. Still playable, still good. Don't mind. Bug fix. Submarine now deals double damage at silver, by the way. Honestly, like, you can buy a submarine and it's like kinda real on like days 2, 3, and 4. Like, honestly, like kinda decent, you know? Like, these numbers matter a lot on the sub, cause submarine is a fast item with lifesteal, basically. It's a big deal. I don't think it's enough necessarily, although if we are in an aggro-based, weapon-based meta, having like a lot of shielding might be decent to have, honestly. Like, play like, I don't know. With the buffed, actually, with the buff this as well, we've buffed honing steel around here. We've buffed this. Be a real thing, right? To just hone a submarine. Interesting. Ooh, maybe you play like, can play like this package, the piranha stuff with shark claws, right? Like, shark claws, submarine, petrock. No? Cool stuff, right? Interesting. Yeah, like, might be real. Apparel type, sure, fun. Switchblade deals more damage at these rarities. So the pattern is they are the same at gold, stronger at bronze and silver, weaker at diamond. That's the main pattern here. And honestly, I don't mind. I don't care about this. Like, it's fine. But yeah, this was already a decent early game item, Switchblade. Now it's like a bit better, right? Like, usually only swings once, but that's fine. Like, I'm getting an extra 315 damage on my one swing. Like, that's fine. So good item, even better. Torpedo gaming? I don't think so. So let's see what torpedo get. So it's less cooldown, ammo or aquatic. This gains 25, 50, 75. So it's like it's 20% faster, and it scales 20% harder, or I guess 25% harder, I guess. For day one, Vanessa weapons. I don't think it's the play. It's too slow still. It may be alright-ish. Like, with a lower cooldown, it's kind of playable. Like, is the submarine torpedo build, like, submarine torpedo shark claws insane? I mean, whatever. Seems it's like okay-ish. It's a silver item. It's slow. It's expensive. I want to do more harder. Maybe it's fine. With like the ammo build, like you play bolas, you play grenade, shoot them in the face, murder them. Night and day, LMAO. Retro, I mean, it's the new time. Like, you know, I'm hyped. I'm hyped, my dude. Like, anyways. Trebuchet gets some damage buffs. It still looks terrible. Like, maybe it's fine. I don't, like, it was bad already, and now we power crept all the other Vanessa stuff, so I'm like, where do you fit? Answer is nowhere. There's no room for this, like, on the board. We're playing Ramrod, we're playing ammo stuff, we're playing damage, like, not playing this. This is like, this is too baby, too small, too shit, like, it's not enough damage. It's more. So what this is nerfed. Poster is bug fixed. I think so, maybe. I hope it is, but I think it is still, yeah. There is no change in the patch that indicates that it's not guaranteed level 2 on day 1. Anyways. Break! Need a break. I can't speak anymore. My words are dying. Break. 10 minutes. Then we're going to a pig. Guys, spoilers. The Dooley patch notes are a bit sad. Okay, BRB. Talking about Dooley. Dooley still good, optics is back. What do you say about Dooley? I think, guys, we can't predict the meta. I mean, it's feasible to do that. Because there's too much unstated stuff. We don't know by how much the rarity shift will happen. Like, this, don't know how much it will be. Don't know what this affects. This text, like, these are unknowns, question marks. So we can't really discern completely what's gonna happen in this meta. What we want to guess about. So yeah, tape is still busted. So read about pig here. So Pygmalion item changes. Apropos chapeau, redesign. Gained the apparel type. Cooldown 6 seconds. Your weapons, heal items, and shield items gain 6, 9, or 12 damage respectively. It's fun. I mean, guys, go ahead. Talk all you like. I support it. Like, that's good. I'm just saying, if you are coming to an angle, like you're saying like, I am sure that X will happen. Shouldn't be sure. Like, yeah, talk about it in the sense of like, I think that maybe like, be less committal basically. Like, be less committal the angles. Like, yeah, just discuss it, but not in a committal way. I mean, is that I mean, if you want to commit, that's fine. Like, I will point and laugh later if you want to, you know, like that's fine. Be broken dispatch. Mac is definitely broken dispatch. Wait, what? Mac? The hell? Anyways, so chapeau. It's like an AoE Ganjo for longer cooldown, which gains multicast based on weapon types. So it's like flagship basically. It's like flagship, but a Ganjo. So I feel you want other meta statements? LOL. Oh, yes. I see. Yeah. I get the joke now. Yeah, it's like Ganjo flagship. Yeah, doesn't seem that great. Maybe it's fine. Like. So these are two US ways. This is flagship Ganjo, and this is like Amalgamadon, whatever, from Hearthstone. This is now deal X damage when you buy an item. This gains that item's type, and this has +1 multi for each type it has. Do we know, by the way? I guess we don't know for sure, but I have flag Bob. This item currently, I believe, in the game has a friend tag and a vehicle tag. Let me check actually. So, Beast. I don't think it does. Yeah, it's currently a friend and a vehicle. So, I am not sure if we are going to lose its current types. Maybe, yeah. So like, basically, does this item come out of the box with like just like 3 multicast randomly? Like, I don't know. Like, that's interesting. So yeah, this obviously like an activity for the chapeau, right? So you're playing like chapeau plus Bob. Bob has like all these typings for the chapeau, so it's like it's times 6, right? So it goes like, let's say it's gold, right? So it's go like, it's like plus 60 damage, let's say 60 dam is like, let's say it's 1 to 20 damage. How much multicast does 120 need to kill people? So let's say day 4. It's weird. It's interesting. Up from base. Like, this might be a combo. Maybe it's not a combo. I'm not sure about this. It seems slow. Like, it seems very slow to me. Like, I don't see this working. If this was 5, then maybe, because then it goes off once. Then it goes again before this goes. It's still 10 seconds, so it goes like, it goes twice, buffs the thing twice, and then it's like big damage and it kills you. But oh, it's a property. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so card makes a good observation here. So So it's about the tags in themselves, like, yeah, property Bob. It's property now. It has the haste adjacent properties thing. It has like property crit, reinforced steel. We go shopping, but it changes a bit. Yeah, so all the properties have synergy now. If you get, for example, also any of the skills from the mechanic guy, like any of the vehicle skills, those also work. Like any toy synergy, apparel synergy, like any of those, like actually matter here. Like there's, where is model ship? This, I mean, doesn't really matter because it's multicast, but oh, balcony Bob? Wait, you can balcony this. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, now we're talking, right? Like that's interesting. Menagerie, yeah, menagerie pig. Yeah, so suddenly pig can't get offered the skills, the vehicle skills in his actual windows, in his loot windows, but even from monsters still. Cool item. This is either useless or pretty OP. I suspect it's pretty bad, even with reinforced steel. Like, it looks slow. Bob Core or Bob Tech for Railgun. Didn't do it? I mean, probably, yeah, like... I just looked at other classes as well. I mean, okay guys, remember. This is still a 10-second item. The pirate monster skill, yeah. Apropos, Yo-Yo, Bob, balcony, booby trap. Wait, booby trap? Booby trap with Bob property? Okay, guys. Reminder. This is still reduced. Wait, it is? Oh, never mind then. Okay, that's actually pretty good then. Okay, if you said in the video, but guys, there's a Reynard patchy video as well, but we're doing something on our own. So, if it's reduced, then that's a real item. Then if it's reduced, yeah, like fun item, very fun item. It's actually reduced. Like let's say it's 8 seconds. It's a real item now. Like that's real. Result tags probably. We'll see. Regardless, like this might be a comp. Maybe. We'll see. But now you can actually buy this from a shop as a hedge and collect types throughout the game. And you might not like commit to this, to the Bob, but you know, it's interesting. You say rage bait because they don't write all the changes? I think they're fine. Anyways, cool change. This might be either like a real comp or useless. We'll see how it feels in the patch. Skip strongly? Not really so far. Maybe the buffer nerf? Not sure actually. Anyways. Gain tech type. This is good. We want more weird types on pig items for Bob now. Like, we want like tech, because pig doesn't have much tech. So we love tech, we love like weird, like aquatic vehicle, like presumably, by the way guys, if you don't know, model ship, last patch, gained 2 tags. This is aquatic vehicle, model ship. So this is like a premium Bob item now. Gives you this tag, the aquatic tag. She red on pig. So the Toya, it's like a million tags actually. Like this and Toya is big actually. So yeah. Now you're looking for like, take your bow, you're looking for like ATM, model ship, like weird tags, right? Big item actually. That seems real, huh? How many tags are there? One tool. 1, 2, 3. That's a tag, I guess. Say 3, 4. Toy. Aquatic. Tech. Multicast 8? What the fuck? Okay. Boar market and huge value? Multicast 8? That's interesting to me. More than that even, maybe. Yeah. Really interesting item. With lower cooldown. Might be real. Like a real flagship type item right there. Watch out for this. Gains a type. Cool. Boomerang. Weapon toy. Deals some damage. Show me toy skills? There's no toy skills, I don't think. I mean, that instance of give us toy skills? Maybe, yeah. When you win a fight against a monster with this, get a random item. Cool. Fun. That's another, like, big farming item. Sure, don't mind. It's interesting. Probably, yeah. It's a cool, cool item. Booby Trap is now a toy. Sure. This might be part of the... This Booby Trap do actually. Let's do this up. Think about it right now, but... Booby... Cooldown 6 seconds. Freeze 1, 2, 3. Charge 1 seconds. It's not bad with Beast of Burden, I guess, honestly. Like... Wait! What's that? Oh my god, wait. Deadly Booby with Bob? Looks insane. That gives you permacrit instantly with Bob. It's a property, right? Oh shit, okay. Interesting. Anyways. Bootstraps! Yes! They're back! Bootstraps are back. You guys don't know what this does. Bootstrap says it's a silver setting item, and it says after you spend 50 gold on anything, upgrade an item of a low rarity, basically. So this is like a wrench. It upgrades your whole like board, basically, if you spend enough gold. And if you enchant the bootstraps, whatever it upgrades will receive the enchantment of the bootstraps. So if you have like deadly bootstraps, it upgrades an item. That item gains deadly from the bootstraps. So you can have like a full board of like enchanted stuff from this eventually. Just like bananas. Shiny bootstraps, yes. Yeah, like artist. Just freaking, yeah, just pull the lever, dude. Pull the lever, Kronk. Ah, really fun item. So, yeah. Prepare to see Pygmalions with, like, on day 12, with a full board of, like, icy stuff, or shiny stuff, or deadly stuff, or fiery stuff, or whatever stuff. Just a full board of X stuff. Because they found bootstraps on, like, day whatever. And they just, like, upped their whole board with bootstraps. Enchanted. So, yeah. Only to gold? I think it's 2 diamond. Like, you can upgrade, if you have silver bootstraps, you can upgrade bronze items to silver. Yeah, no, that's like, dude, holy shit. Actually, insane change. Insane item. Okay, anyways. Knuckles, damage, don't care. Calcium, toy type. Caltrops unchanged. So, honestly, guys, this stuff, like this package, the Shapiro package, plus Caltrops, kind of artist, I'm on the edge of it. I'm currently indifferent about that change. It sounds fun, but I'm... When it comes to a toy, yeah, that's, I mean, they are toy Caltrops, you know? They are fake Caltrops. You know, if Pig pulled out the real Caldas, they have like higher damage. I don't know, but I think it can. Bootstrap, I think it might be able to, yeah. So cope. Alwest, we just said that, but like apparently this has been buffed. The CD on this, like it's lowered its cooldown now. The Beast of Burden, and it's like it has good property synergies. This item, it's kinda real. Like it's being a property is very reasonable. CD of, I don't know. We don't know. Lower than 10, but you don't know. I presume like 8, maybe 6, but I don't know. We don't know. So it's like no idea. It's question mark comp basically. We don't know what it does, but there is potential here. This might be good depending on the cooldown on that. Anyways, gain the type, sure. Tape shouldn't be here. This is a mistake. Should be on Dooley's side, but I am much sooner thinking that this is a mistake than that they moved Tape to Pig. I think that's the case. So, well, Dooley sneak peek. Tape is like slightly less shield. Slightly less shield. They gave Pig Tape? I don't think so. Slightly less. No other changes. Slightly less shield. It's the same basically, yeah. Flail. Is it big? It is? I'm being trolled. Is that confirmed? Nah, it has been a mistake, right? Anyways. Flail. Deal 8, 624 damage. It's just slightly higher damage. Sure. Good change. So it's bad at silver. Like, you get a silver flail just sometimes it's terrible before. Like now it's actually decent. 16 damage on day 1. Not bad. It's an error. Ganjo. Actually, massive buff. Ganjo now gives 5 extra shield, heal, and damage at every tier. And honestly, Ganjo was already a really strong, like, day 1, 2, 3 item. This game Bob. Yeah, like, this was the big, like, early game item. Now it's buffed. At bronze, it's double the value. Like, you find the bronze Ganjo in a shop, you're like, hell yeah, like, freaking buy that. Yeah, I'm gonna kill my ass. Yeah, Chrono is like insane now. So like, that's a very big early game buff right here. Like, insane buff here. Machine, gain the type, whatever, doesn't matter. Fixed bugs. I think the bug is that it's bad. That's the real bug. Maybe some more damage. It's like not bugged anymore. Loop. Ah. They reverted loop back to the old loop. It's playable now. Not only that, not only is loop playable, but now silver items show up more often earlier. So you can find your loop earlier in the game more consistently, which is insane. This is like a million, trillion, billion gold. Is it gold? Does it? Yes, it does. Yeah, it's a gold item. Okay. Details. Regardless. But regardless. Still, you'll find your gold loop earlier. It's still obscene, like. It's so good, man. In the late game, it's so much money. Yeah, like, it's ridiculously strong loop. It's an OP item. You find this, you buy this. You are like a millionaire afterwards. It's insanely good. Yeah, back to loop waiting room, basically. Yeah, like, insane item here. It's like infinite money, basically. It's so much money. It's ridiculously high money. Next, marbles is a type. Sure. Fix the bug. Sure. Gained the toy type. Adjacent toys have +1 multicast. So this is a weird item because does it still shield? Like, does it still like shield for like whatever, for 10 or whatever? Or is it like a passive item now? Like, this isn't like a coherent change, this text. Because let's say it has a cooldown instead of like 4 seconds, for example. I can put this next to my model ship, like my Marvel's model ship, and I can have like one proc from here, from here, like, depending on whether this is now like a passive item or an active item, it changes whether I play like Marvel's model ship or like Yo-Yo is also a toy now, by the way, so it's like model ship Yo-Yo, like model ship Marbles. I don't know, like, am I doing that? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what this item actually does. I don't know what it does actually. So, money tree change, don't matter. I mean, whatever, scaling, whatever. Monocle, apparel type, whatever. Piggles, the item and the tokens are now toys. Sure. Multicast Piggles, the model ship, insane. Healing is a toy, sure. Piano is a toy, sure. Robe. Toy meta, I guess. Like, this seems like meaningless, but I mean, get our toy type on our Bob easier, and our apparel type, I guess, as well. Silk scarf renamed. Bring back Deinonysus, you cowards! Bring back Deinonysus. Multicast? You can't do that. You can't do that. Apparel type, sure. The same basically. Slingshot is a type, sure. Snow globe, it's been nerfed. Warranted, best item honestly. Stopwatch, helmet gets more damage. Earlier, sure. It's fine. Honestly, simple items. I don't know actually, don't remember. Guys, honestly, this patch, we might actually mulled quite a bit about pigs with Ganjo helmet openers. Like, test helmet plus Ganjo on day 1. Even bronze, like even a bronze Ganjo plus this is like an insane day 1 opener now for pig. Like, Ganjo buffs this twice, it's 30 and 30, like damage and shield. It goes another round, it's like 60 and 60. Like, scary stuff with Ganjo, this item. No Vineyard, I guess. I mean, it's been bug fixed at least. Vanessa early though, I mean, you are pig, and when you are pig, you have 50 more HP basically, and Vanessa is playing ammo stuff, so yeah, probably it can actually. Like, this is the thing, right? We are leveling to level 2, so Vanessa has to deal 350 damage to a pig to kill them, with mostly like ammo stuff, usually like at your best items, so you're playing ammo. So yeah, that's a tough ask. If the pig like shields or heals at all, that's hard to do. So yeah, they're like no shielding or healing. Huge buff, more like a nerf. It's meaningful, this line down here. Anyways, apparel type, bug fix, against toy. Weights, if it's more scaling, but they reduced the overkill charge by a lot, by half basically, which is quite, it's a nerf, I would say. This is worse now, in my opinion. This is good just not only for the scaling, but also for the procs per second. So it's a yo-yo activator basically, and the marbles activator in like a, it gives you procs basically, and now it's worse, in my opinion, this item. I mean, it's better early, like it's better like day 1 and 2. Yeah, it's basically it's better like days 1 to maybe 3, but it's way worse for like the comp, the healing comp, the tense comp basically. And yeah, that comp struggled late regardless in my opinion. So it's like, although above that comp is this, that now the meta shifted more towards aggro, towards weapons. So if you're the guy playing like weights and like 50 healing items on board, you're like, yeah, give me the Vanessas, give me double battles in play, like give me that, I want to see those on enemy board, because now like they shoot me, I heal back up, and I'm fine, I'm okay, you know. So that's a buff to this comp basically, the meta shift, a hidden buff. And also, it again guys, remember, the Spectre hanging over this patch, this text right here. We can argue that now. You don't have to commit to a build. Like, take the weights, play the early game, get some money, and then buy silver or gold rarity. Build around items and just pivot to different build. Like, buy an ice club, buy a fort, buy cool late game stuff. Like, this isn't necessarily like your company more in the late game, you know, the weights, basically. The change there, essentially. Favorite history is multicast, one that still change your weights by 2 anyways. Well, charge has an ICD, so having twice the charge, like having half the charge amount, but twice the charge, is way less, it's way slower than the other version, basically. So it's still bad, like, it's gonna go a lot slower, trust me. Like, it's way weaker late game. Way weaker late game. Okay, so that's Pig. Pig seems fine. He got some really good early game buffs. In the form of the Ganjo stuff, the weight stuff, I think is better early game. He got some good, like, got bootstraps back, got this to farm, he got number of things. Honestly, the biggest big change isn't here. Like, the biggest big change is up here. It's this. Remember, this is the biggest big change. Why? Because Pig is the class that has always suffered the most from having very strong, cool, late game based packages for builds. Like the scraper stuff, property stuff, like value based stuff, like cool stuff, like Ice Club, Fort, you know, like these are very strong packages, very strong builds, but they couldn't be, like, they aren't playable because they show up too late, and you can't play like a temporary build for that long, to wait that long. Like, you have to have a real build in play to get a late game. And so, like, if you have to play a build until day like 8 for your build. Like, if you're on day 8, you might as well keep the same comp to day 11. Like, it's not worth swapping for like 3 more days. We had downtime? About 2 hours, I would say. Just start. No, we've been here for a while. I'm a yapper, so it's in about 2 hours. So we're just running that. We're down here. We're down here. We're at the duty changes. Yeah. So to me, the biggest big change is this basically. It's that it is here. So we enable Ice Club, we enable Fort, we enable Skyscraper, maybe, I don't know, Pawn Shop, like, I don't know, Lion's Cane based stuff, like, basically. So this is a big change, the rarity tables. And also, Caltrops, obviously. Like, so like, Pig is getting his late game tools way earlier now, and that is a way bigger change than this stuff is, in my opinion. Like, yeah, cool stuff here, but the real change is the rarity stuff for Pig, personally. And finally, and probably least honesty as well, we have Dooley. So, myself and the community discussing last night for many messages about Dooley, and yeah, it's weird. Dooley is getting his nuts smashed in with a hammer. That's fun. So, Armored Core has slightly more shield at silver end. It's same as silver, more at bronze. Doesn't matter. You know this. What else is this? Scaling goes to 10, 15, 25 from 5, 10, 20, 40. So, what does this mean? It means that bronze Armored Core is ridiculous. Yeah, probably gonna be the on this patch actually, Force Field. If you're playing Dooley, FF seems like the play to go out for actually right now. So, your old silver Armored Core is the new bronze Armored Core basically, which is a huge deal. Like, you find any shield item on day 1 and you are ridiculously strong. You are outscaling everyone basically on day 1 with this. Like, it's any like weapon based build, any sort of like whatever based build, like it's bananas basically. This core right now on day 1, it's unbeatable essentially, because shielding beats you in fatigue. It's scaling and it's shielding. It's not scaling healing, it's scaling shielding. So you are gaining shield for fatigue basically. You're running for fatigue. Like, you beat aggro, you just have shielding, you're just a shield guy. You just tank up real quick, like you just hunker down your shield stuff. You just scale your shielding up and just go to fatigue. It's like a battle basically. It's like a big buddy. It's really strong now on day 1. This core, it's ridiculous. It's stronger at silver as well. It's the same at gold, but it's way weaker at diamond. This means a number of things. I would say this core will be the new best core. It's last night as well. This is like the new best core by a large margin, I would say. Armored Core probably. You can play Drill. Drill is unchanged. You're playing like some drill based comp. You can play Force Field. You can play like Tape is the same. Tape is unchanged. Have Tape, Force Field, same comp basically for this stuff. Like, with this buff for the early game. Like, that's huge. Additionally, they fixed the core. We'll see. They fixed this. So this bug was terrible for Armored Core before, because you want to up your Armored Core basically, right? Do you think? Don't think so. I think it's still fine, the drill, because I think drill actually benefits from a wider range of enchants than other stuff does. Like, yeah, you don't get like fire or poison as much, but you get like lifesteal in your drill. Like, you are playing a one weapon based build. Like, lifesteal is fine. That's okay, you know. Like, an enchant of, yeah, I think it's okay still. Like, because other people will get hurt more by this on average. With optics and +1 charge. +1 charge. My head is frolicking. Anyways. Well, yeah. This was affecting FF a lot. Login time. In 5 hours. Go away, Swan. Anyways. You would want to upgrade your core, and you would get the XP basically from the skill. Which was hurting this a lot. This the shield core comp, and now there's no more XP bugs, so this helps you a lot actually. That more core comp. So I need to Steam here. Sorry. Okay, combat core. Hit in the head with a hammer. 5-second cooldown. Fun. Crit core. More damage early, less a diamond. That's a buff. The core deals 30 damage. 30 at bronze. Hydrate? Sure. Does nothing. It ups the scaling still. Like, remember guys, these are like very sketchy patch notes. They always do this. Like, it's fine though. Like, the scaling changes. Like, it doesn't change it changes the scaling on the core. It's the same. So I mean, just same base numbers though. 3 tier. It looks dubious now, although it's been buffed by this buff. So the core goes very well with combat core in general. So, because you can charge the combat core with this. We play Darkest Dungeon. That's exactly buffed. That's actually a big change. This still damage now on the core, and honestly, with high rarity items showing up earlier, be a real playstyle. The core, you can find dinosaurs earlier. You can find railgun earlier. You can find a bunch of stuff earlier, basically. It makes a big difference. So yeah, I would say I'm like Armored Core base, then the core. I know Alwest, who is a big Duty player, loves Ignicore still. Ignicore, however, is it's been kind of like to the hammer as well. -2 burn at every tier. And optics, pretty good. Optics is good. This is now like a very sad day 1 item. How do you afford them? Good question. Sell some crypto. Yeah, so it went from 21 damage to 10 damage. That's really bad. Yeah, like the early game on this seems rough. However, they have buffed Omega Ray back. If you look down here somewhere. So now basically the same as old Omega Ray, but without the bronze version. Which isn't bad actually. Big change actually. This. So this, like this change plus this again might make us play Ignicore maybe? I don't think so though. Looks weak to me. Like, early game is important. Losing day 1, by the way, still means you have to win day 11, which is a downside. Like, because day 1 is way easier than day 11 on average, I would say. So yeah, like you wanna win day one still. That's a big change. Weaponized core. Cool change actually. This now gives 5 extra scaling at each tier. Has more damage at the baseline as well. It's better. Still looks weak though, like... Just have the core still, maybe. Regardless. Interesting changes. The cores are buffed. Kind of. Well, mostly. Except for this one. And this one. But the items are sad. So, Alpha Ray has been hit with a hammer as well. It now deals like less damage, I guess, at later levels. The scaling is obliterated. The new Diamond Alpha Ray is the same as the old Silver Alpha Ray. So, yeah. Like, Bronze Alpha Ray and, like, these are kind of close, kindest. I mean, it's still like a 1/3 nerf, but looks unplayable to me. Looks pretty bad. Might be like a nice filler in the early game, but it's terrible. Yeah, I didn't even like Alpha Ray, honestly. He has a toy tag. 2468. I don't know, maybe. It just... Unplayable now. Looks terrible. Looks unplayable. Terrible. Arc Blaster loses 20 base damage at every tier. Fun. So now it's pretty terrible, actually. This was pretty bad already, honestly, but now it's even worse. Like, its main quality was its base damage, actually, beforehand, and now it's, like, useless. Yeah, because this does not base damage either. Clock. It just has double cooldown now. Your clock got clocked. Fun. So clock is no more clock, yeah, basically. No more clock. Clock's dead. Barbed wire, don't really care. I mean, it was diamond, whatever, don't care. Blast doors, nerfed. Honestly deserved. Doors is busted on day one. But by this much, I'm not sure about that. Maybe like 120, I don't know. Either way. I'm sorry, Doors, you've been murdered. Everybody gets stuff on the wrist. Doesn't really matter, whatever, sure. Enjoy. Bunker. Looks terrible still. Chris gets like 1 damage, whatever, don't care. Chrono Barrier. This got the 4th treatment, except even worse than that. So, non-tech items. This means their items and your items. Actually, it's worse in 2 ways. It can hit your non-tech items as well, but also, if you queue into a dually, it won't increase their tech items either. So like, let's say you are playing against you are queuing to fucking Beast of Burden Pig. They have their tech Beast of Burden. You can't chrono their tech Beast of Burden, you know? Their ATM and their Bob are immune to your barrier. They are invincible. So yeah, this is now like pretty unplayable, right? Because like it hits your stuff sometimes and it won't hit their stuff either occasionally, like in the mirror or against like another Bob or whatever. Like, it's life, I guess. This looks bad still, unless they cut this by like half the cooldown in secret. This looks bad to me. Security. Duelist Scarf. Actually gains quite a bit of shield the lower rarities. Interesting. Fiber Optics. It's back! So, I don't know what Optics does. Fiber Optics is an insane item. When you use, your leftmost item, charge your rightmost item 1-2 seconds. So easy plan. Optics, dinosaur. Dinosaur far right, fast stuff far left. Charge dinosaur, eat their board, stonks. That's the plan basically. So yeah. Cool. Obscene item, insane item, and because of the rarity shift. Yet again, because of this, you will now find it even sooner and more constantly. Highest 9,000 now. So yeah, we are where am I? Over here. So yeah, it's back. That's a huge dually buff. It's back. Clarence, don't care. Claw arm. These are kind of real numbers, by the way. It still seems bad, but honestly, with metronome, like, you go like weapon, claw arm, metro, core. Not bad, right? Plus 20? 20 is a lot. It's like almost playable. Almost. Probably not, but almost. The Jaden. LEDs. Plus 1 second. Guess fuck you, I guess. LEDs. I mean, honestly, I don't know, man. RIP LEDs. They were a good item. Now they're worse. Diana, same basically. Aiden, 4 seconds. Same forever. So Aiden is an item that was way too broken. Like, it's hard to see it because what Aiden did was very like low profile. Like, you would never queue into Aiden as the opponent and be like, oh, because his Aiden gave him like 1,000,000 haste, he won the fight. It's hard to see in the combat, actually, in the process, because it's random haste. It's like you don't know what to expect it. But it was such a like flexible item. It was haste procs for ballista, for for drill, especially actually in this last meta, but two metas ago for ballista. Just fast item, fast activator, metro target, just super good item, ridiculous item, very versatile, very strong. Just it healed so much as well for no reason. Like at 3 seconds, it healed so much. Like any healing buff, like get like Finn for plus 20 healing on this, it healed for like your full health bar sometimes. It's ridiculous, like how much it healed actually the Aiden. It's insane. So honestly, feels bad, but deserved. Like, just healing, sustain, haste, just fast proc, fast core charging, just very versatile, very powerful, just deserved. But it feels bad, like, because it felt good to play, and it didn't feel too bad to lose to either, you know, basically. So in a way, yeah, but another way, like, you know, so, well, that's life sometimes. Girnola, nearly real, actually. Like, if you make these numbers high enough, it's like playable almost, this item. Issue is, Dooley has no tools anymore. They're all tech items now, so you can't gain ammo on this, sadly, is the issue, but, well, it's better now. Armadillo is dead. Hammer. Armadillo. Hammer. So everywhere, yeah, that's one item. Regardless. since Force Field is the new best build, you can play Gear Nola plus Force Field. They are synced up. This in the Force Field, you get like 30 shield, and then you force them in the face with the shield you just got. So you can see this basically as like a weapon that's deal 30, shield 30, like a submarine basically. Which isn't bad honestly, like it's really real, this item. Like 3 or 4 ammo, not bad. So honestly, watch out for this. Armadillo. No muscle fiber. Well, those are still gold items. Let's not go too far. That's a build. That's 2 gold items. Like, yeah, if you can find them, yeah, but they'll fixed. I don't think it is the same. What do you mean fixed? 2 seconds now? What's 2 seconds? It's just... It's been buffed last patch, that's why it's 2 seconds. Yeah? That isn't a bug. It's just intended. That's how it works. That's how it works. Yeah, as far as I know, it's not a bug. That's just how it works. Yeah, like... Yeah, we're just drilling now. Yeah, basically, yeah. Drill is unchanged, by the way. Drill is the same. Anyways, Aegis is, fucked. 5 seconds. Looks so bad, actually. ISO Freezer. Randomly, from nowhere, with the steel chair, the devs, they said, fuck ISO Freezer in particular. I guess. As if this was like, oh no, ISO Kohori was Chronic Freezer. Oh no, what shall we... What? What? I guess. Laser Pistol. I don't care. MacMoles. They're better now. Like, she double the value. On account of Combining Core is still bad. They have not changed Combining Core still. It's terrible. If Combining Core is like the old Combining Core, then maybe it's playable, but nah. No. Missiles, RIP missiles, 4 seconds. Looks terrible now, honestly. Mama Sour. More scaling at gold, less a diamond. Doesn't really matter, honestly. The same, basically. Hammer, I don't care. Still dog shit. Omega Ray is buffed. I don't foresee Ignicore being that great, honestly, in the next patch, but it helps a lot. We might see a lot of like Drill Ignition Core on the ladder, honestly, because Drill is a good game item, and Igni is a good engineer for that, so might see some like Igni, Omega Ray, Drill comps, etc. Double. Pierre was okayish before, now it's worse. Sure. I think I've played Pierre 0 times this last patch. Rifle. Rifle is dead, so let's review. Armadillo is dead. Aiden is dead. Rifle is dead. You're playing Drill. This patch? I mean, hard to fit Pierre on the board these days. It's a medium item, it's a long cooldown. Like, it's hard to fit, but yes, with Drill it's fine. With Drill maybe it's okay. Pierre. Some people, yeah, it's not a bad item, honestly. It was fine, but it's still fine, honestly. It's still okay, like, it's fine. Ah, yeah, so Rifle, Alpha is dead. The skill, the dually skill, the core adjacent weapon skill. Firepower, I think it's called. Firepower? That one. Honestly, that was the best Drill scaling, regardless. And honestly, you don't need scaling for Drill. Just have like a silver or a gold drill, it has like 100 damage baseline. That's fine. Like, with a fast drill, good enough already. 100 damage. Anyways, rifle seems unplayable to me. 5 is a long time, sadly. So, RIP rifle. It's just dead. I'm not sure about that. He is worse now. And he might be the worst class, but he isn't dead. With cloak? I think so. I mean, still decent, but it's so much worse. Because here's the thing. The rifle has to go off once to get the haste from the cloak, right? So it's like you start 1 second later and you're like an aggro comp because you're playing cloak. I don't see it. Like, you're so slow. It's ridiculously slow. It's so bad. It's so slow. This makes Metro, like, you play like rifle, Metro, Uzi a lot. And it would kind of have uptime on both the rifle and the Uzi, because the rifle has multicast. Now, it's unplayable. Metro with this, so bad. Yeah, like, what always says, like this is real stuff. That's real shit right there. That's real. This stuff. Don't disrespect that. Don't see on that. That's good. Rocket launcher. That's at bronze. Kind of a Ignicore buff. Cause honestly, like 2 smalls, Ignicore, like let's see, like a medium Ignicore rocket launcher on day 1, that's kinda real. Like, that's a real opener for Ignicore. Like, this burns for 2. That's like a fiery katana basically on day 1. Like, you buff the burn on this by any amount. That's so real. Like, you go like Ignicore buffs this. That's burn 9 now. It's like burn like 12. Like, that's real stuff. Bronze RL to burn, like real day 1 right here. As a weapon, seems flaky, but as a burn item at bronze, kinda real. Hit hard. Uzi is the same, Metro is the same and easier to find. Like, maybe. Schematics. Man. Rip schematics, dude. But yeah. I mean they're good now, they're actually better now, much better now. They're buffed, but I love the previous design as well. It's cool design. Duct tape it does. There's still tape is unchanged. Game S tier? Uzi has been S tier. What do you mean became S tier? Uzi has been S tier for a long time. For like the past 2 months or so, it's been S tier. Like, actually, item, yeah. So yeah, it's not an econ. It's like a fishing rod. It's an econ item. Actually, I don't know if it's like what's the starting tier of this? Like, it's like bronze, is it silver? I don't know where it starts, but cool item. You have econ now on Duli, kind of. I mean, econ and like generation as well. Like, you actually have like tech duplicates as well. You can have like 2 chrono barriers. Fun. Get a random chrono barrier. It's worse now, but fun. Friends call meta? 2 shitty LEDs, Pog? Yeah. Anyways, camera, I don't care. Wallace is buffed, huh? That's a real item. Wallace isn't terrible, honestly. If the old silver is the new bronze. Yeah, not bad early game, yeah. Like, against aggro especially. By the way, I don't know this, by the way. This happens, this goes first, this text. So Wallace has 10 base shield. On the first cast, shields for 20. Because it gains the shielding first, then it shields afterwards. For some reason. Let's find the order on this text. It's kind of decent, honestly. Wallace is scaling on this. It's very real. Walter now skills the cooldown. Sure. Honestly, not seeing Walter in freaking on day one, it's like a huge buff, honestly. Because like Walter was the day one griefer on your shops. You would try to like find like real items in the shop, and you find like fucking Walter, and you would get scamazed basically. Give crypto, you're actually insane. Good change, whatever, it's still Walter. With companion core, that looks pretty useless though. Like, no companion core, like kinda useless. Helmet, shield 10, I don't care. Gains a type, this is bug fixed. Kinda real, huh? This text. Might play this on Vanessa if I find this from a monster fight. Apparel type, enemy items, Dragon's Breath. Dragon item is insane. Explain. Are these not the Curio boots? Oh wait, these are the agility boots. Wait, what? It's an apparel now. Okay. That was the other boots. Interesting. Dragon's Breath. Cooldown 8, burn 8. This gains burn. What the fuck? Gains dragon type. Scales the cooldown. Other boots? Sorry. This is a dragon type now. For our Beast of Burden, right? Yeah, so Beast of Burden, yeah. So we're gonna go to the we're going to freaking Zookeeper for the dragon, right? On Bob. They sound cool, yeah, dragons are cool. Goggles, repair body stack, knee brace apparel, lifting gloves, marble, tech. I think it's a toy now. I don't care what this says. Eclipse tech. Wrench and hammer are back. But are they back on the Ballroom Brawler guy? Is the question. Well, even if they aren't, we are now. When we see the node, the whatchamacallit, node that says other hero merchant, we are going there, we're going to Shtel, and we are trying to get the these items. I think. Let's check, I guess. Monsters? Where's the brawler? Day 4? It's the same. It's the old text. That's the silver Ganjo. The old text of the Ganjo. The wrench hammer text? Seems the same. It's disabled. Level up of a lower tier. Is it back to being random again? Is that a change? Is it random again? I wonder actually. Well, regardless. Let's go back. One is a toy type. Hardened Shield is shifted up to gold. So silver is now gold. And gold is now diamond. Honestly, kind of busted skill, honestly, this one. So, fair change. Nerf to Armored Core though. Quite severe actually. 7-8. Just kill them. Trust me. We'll find ways. Don't worry about that. We'll find ways. Yeah, it was free win. Yeah, basically, yeah, like this was redonkulous. So honestly, that's a huge Vanessa buff actually. Huge weapons buff right here. Dual wield, dude. They freaking hate Mr. Mu. Like, they change his skill like 5 times. I don't care. It's Mr. Mu. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Water's kinda real now, by the way. From like Zerfin, like 10 for each on weapon. That's like, it's like 50 regen sometimes. Like, that's not bad. Like, decent. This is the Volca skill. It's now actually good. It freezes stuff 3 times. She long freezes with 2 seconds. Now Volcas has good ult actually. It's really good skill from Volcas. Stop that. Sure. Crescendo. Crescendo looks dead to me. Like minus 100 and like only plus 3 looks very slow to me. Like now this is like a very situational skill, honestly. Crescendo. Many builds already were like on the edge of wanting this. Like if you're playing Crook, if you need shields, I guess, yeah. It kinda nerfs, kinda buffs me, it's true. But yeah, like now, like it's very situational, this skill. You want this in like a second comp, like it's like in a like very fast procs, like buffer style comp or like matchbox style comp basically, but not in any build. It's bad for aggro, I would say. Pretty weak, honestly. Poison Tyrant, whatever. Crashing Waves, sure. Fix. Fix. And the Octopussy guy has been buffed. I don't care, it's still weak as fuck. So, these were the patch notes. And it's only been 2 hours and 40 minutes. On Crit Core? No, actually never. That's way too slow for Crit Core now. Like, Crit Core once the crit it has already, like on the, like, on Crit Core, you usually have like some crit already on your stuff. I ain't taking freaking minus 100 for this. Like, that's, you're an aggro comp. Like, this takes a million years. Like, for like, this for like shielding, healing based comps now. It's way so on aggro. Like, this will just nerf your build now. Crescendo. It's terrible now. Looks weak to me. This is like, this is 1/3 of the effect of like terrible. Like, what the hell is this? It's incomplete. But this one? Maybe. Maybe it's like they nerfed the scaling and it's back to like -7, maybe minus 30, maybe even like lower scaling, but they upped back the minus crit baseline, maybe. 2 nudges. You know what happened to nudges? This game has never had nudge-based balancing. We've always been like hammer-based balancing. We're like smash, smash, smash. Yeah, they never nudged. Like, it's always been this. And honestly, that's fine by me, honestly. Yeah, like, it's Wild West, yeah. Anyway, so, that's the end. Let's do a quick TLDR, I guess. So, let me take a breath. Yeah, I think it's later now. So, what was changed is meaningful? Ranked system. We aren't as of every day one anymore. winning all your rounds is still your goal, if you can, but now winning the round has a finite value to it. Good change, my opinion. This is huge. Bigger stuff, rarity stuff, shows up early in the game. This has the potential to completely check out the meta. For example, Dooley Railgun might be insane. If this hasn't touched Railgun, then that seems like a good combo. Now it's like suck. Silver and bronze stuff is now way more accessible, way stronger, way more like build around playable basically. So very big change. Fewer enchants at 10. They fixed the XP bug. Now we have way less XP in each game. So now enchant is later. Diamond skill is later. All the cool stuff is later. With fiber optics, I don't know. Anyways. So big changes are this. Bigger stuff earlier. Scaling stuff. New system. XP is fixed, so now XP is like normal. Vanessa. They kinda killed Pufferfish and Turtle Shell. They buffed basically all her weapons. Like all the ammo stuff, bolas, grenade, DB are now cracked, insane damage. This arbalest stuff seems nearly playable now. Like you have even redundancy with like they buff both Sharkray and arbalest. Be a comp actually, the like haste based comp. Barrel seems like new brick body basically. Barrel seems worse in the mid game, but better like still good early game, like day 1 and 2, it's still good. Flagship looks real. They buffed damage on this a lot. They buffed hand axe massively, honing steel massively. They buffed Petrock massively, Piranha massively. Like all the aggro stuff is buffed to hell and back. It's super good now. So Vanessa aggro looks super real. Pig, there's some new stuff. This Beast of Burden package, like this types stuff. This might have like some cool synergies with like schism, like property stuff, like property synergy and stuff, like some cool stuff. But honestly, mostly, Pig gets some good early game buffs, like Ganjo buff, Waits is better early game, but what's late game, etc. So say Pig is now very strong early game on average, and has some cool new stuff, new toys. And honestly, the biggest big change is that is this. It's the rarities being earlier. So now your cool like late game based Pig builds, your like Fort, your Ice Club, your whatever, or your scrapers and such, are now no shop earlier, and you can utilize those in a like in more of the game basically. So that's honestly, in my opinion, the biggest big change is that. This is interesting though, like new item basically, like bunch of types gained. Yeah. Dooley gets the hammer. Dooley gets hit in the face. So Hamadillo is dead. Rifle is dead. Aiden is worse. Konobarri is dead basically. So this is good now. Unicorn has been nerfed massively. So it has like way less early game power. So Alpha as well actually. So the whole damage comp is dead basically. But Drill is unchanged, and Dooley has some very decent silver and gold items. So the rarities change of stuff showing up earlier will affect Dooley quite in in a positive way, I would say, usually. So yeah, you can now play like a railgun much more consistently, like a bunch of more consistently. So like, Command Code is dead, but it's back. Fiber Optics, insane item. So we can see maybe like Optics Dinosaurs, Optics plus stuff like. There's a potential here in this class. Like, many of the items we're playing with so far are nerfed, but there are other items that you can play with still. Like, there is still Uzi, there is still Railgun, there is still like tech stuff. There is potential here. Like, this looks bad. It's buff actually back to all times. This looks bad, but it's potential here. Again, Force Field looks buffed to me. Like, Armored Core has a good early game right now. Like, this is twice as strong on day one, for example. So yeah, so cores are stronger, but items are weaker now. So we'll see probably Drill, we'll see Crane, we'll see like Crane, Drill late game. Like, there's potential here. There's Optics, and there is the RIT stuff showing up earlier as well. So that's the changes there basically we care about. So that's the summary basically. Yeah. Doesn't really matter this stuff. The same basically. Yeah. That's the TLDR right there.